This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Lighting. Today, I'm very lucky to be joined by once again Stephen Robinson. So, Stephen, how have you been, mate?
Fred, really good. Yeah, just been a crazy, surreal 10 days.
Yeah, lots changed since we last spoke. I believe we spoke it was in August sometime, and then you hadn't been signed to Boxer or Sky Sports, and then 10 days ago or the last few weeks been quite bad for you. How have they been?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, mate, it's been surreal. I was the last Thursday for the weigh, and I'm getting picked up in my £80,000 council house off a £200,000 Bentley, and it's crazy. And on the Sunday after the night of the fight, obviously I come home and I didn't get to see the fight, so I watched the fight, and I'm sitting watching the myself on Sky Sports on a telly that I'm paying £84 a month for little ones. Like it's crazy, and the support and the following I've had, and it's phenomenal. It's really good, and I'm it's as I say, I'm just a normal kid from an everyday council estate, and for all this to be happening to me, it's fantastic. But I'm a big believer of anything can happen to anybody with the right mindset and the right people around you. So I'm glad it's happening, and all the hard work's paying off.
Yeah, it certainly is. And yeah, how many times you watched the fight back then? Obviously, you watched it the one time, but you watched it about your coaches at all?
Yeah, so for me, I'm a massive, I'm a big critic of myself, and I'm a big self-critic, and I'm a big analyst. So but obviously he spat his gum shield out for around about 20 seconds. So realistically, the knockout happened 1 minute 30. So take away the 20 seconds the referee stopped the fight for. I only had a minute of actual boxing, and I caught him with a check left hook 39 seconds in, and from then I hit him with a 1-2 to the body, and I heard him when he spat his gum shield out, and I knew it was only a matter of time before I knew he was hurt. I knew he was, his eyes were rolling off the check left hook. So, as I say, it was only a matter of time. So, was my boxing skills the most, was it a great boxing show? No, of course it wasn't. And I'll openly hold my hands up and say that, that. But was I able to show me boxing skills? Was I able to show me ability? A minute 10 into a fight? That no. So watched it back, but there's nothing much to really critique from the fight other than the shot that we worked on, the slip left hook landed, and I went back to the corner, and I didn't even realize that as I've slipped the shot and held the left hook, I hadn't even realised the right hook come back. I went back to the corner, and I said to Mark, was it the left hook I knocked him out with? And Mark says, no. He says, you held the right hook after the left hook. And that just happened. And as I say, I didn't even realise it had happened.
You got a knockout of the night as well. I also thought it's important that when you're a kind of boxing prospect and you're kind of fighting the fighters at the beginning of your career, you do want to stand out, and you certainly did stand out. How many times did you watch that knockout back then?
To be honest, it's for me. It's like anything, if you, for instance, if you worked in EE and you made 10 iPhone sales in a day, and you don't sit and relax and think, right, I've done my quota for the month, so now I'm just going to relax. You push forward and you work on things, and it's the same with me. But it's my job, and watching the knockout back, I've only watched it back of why it worked and how it worked, and will it work again? And I didn't watch it back to sit back and go, wow, look at that. It was a good knockout, and if I seen somebody else do it, I'd say good knockout. But at the same time, it's work, and I need to focus. I was straight back into the gym on the Monday after, and focusing on the next fight, and work on what worked, what didn't work. What I was falling short with a couple of left hooks, so that's something we need to work on. And you just as I say, I'm my own worst critic. So You know, as much as people might sit back and go, "Wow, what a knockout!" And it was fantastic for me. It was what led up to the knockout. Why wasn't I jabbing my way in? Why was I leading with a left hook? And you know, was my footwork throughout the fight for the minute of the fight, was it perfect? And that's what I'm looking at rather than the actual knockout. I'm looking at what can change, what can adapt, what can I do different coming into my next fight.
Do you feel that you're kind of a victim of your own success in a way? Because you've been out for the ring for quite a long time, and then you only get one round of ring time. Is that kind of frustrating at all, even though you did win?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people look at that and say, well, that was a step back. And I turned, you know, I walked into a gym in February 2014, had my first fight in July 2014. Then I had 44 amateur fights in the space of 4 years. I then turned professional in August 2019, boxed in August, 2018, boxed 2018 September, then boxed December, then boxed March 2019, then obviously the pandemic hit. So realistically, I've only been boxing, let's say five years, you know what I mean? So in them 5 years, I had 47 fights. I was pretty much fighting every 2 weeks in tournaments, having 3 fights a weekend. So where people say I took a step back, you know, I didn't take a step back. I needed just to get back in that ring, get that ring rust off, and you know, get it. And unfortunately, because it was only a minute and a half in, that didn't happen. But listen, I know what I'm capable of, and I've seen it in sparring, I've seen it in my pad work, and you know, now that I've gotten that out of the way, it's only upwards is the only way I can go now. And you know, I need to push it, and hopefully I'm out in either November 20th or December the 11th, and you know, we'll get an opponent for that. And you know, I'm only going to keep rising off the back of that. So, and fair play to Reese, he come out for the fight, he come out to get the win, and you know, he come out punching, and that was good. That played into my hands, and fair play to the guy.
Yeah, that's going to be my next question about when you're going to be out again, you're going to be staying active. Would you be aiming, obviously, because you're first one, you're going to want to be able to move quite fast for your pro career. I mean, like not fighting many journeymen. Obviously, the guy you fought was 0-1, so he's not really a journeyman. But how many fights do you think you're going to have over from the period of 2020 to the start of 2022 and the end of 2022?
So we've signed a 6-fight deal. So you know, but I mean, I think everybody who you know who's watching can see the way Sky are pushing us. You know, if you log onto the Sky Sports app, it's my face, and you know, Sky are doing the calling out for us. I don't even have to do anything, and you know, they're talking about the likes of Wardley and stuff. And listen, I'm not the type of kid that'll call anybody out. That's not me. I think anybody deserves credit who steps through that rope. So I'll let Sky deal with that side of it. But you know, I need a 6-rounder. Then I'm going to step it up to an 8-rounder, 2 8s, one more 6, 2 8s, a 10. That'll take us to sort of 8-0, and then you know we need to be pushing for an English title, or you know, a European or an interim title, and or a Commonwealth. No reason why not the British, but you know, the prospects that are coming through are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And then you've got Fraser Clark, who's going to be turning over. Hosea Stewart's just turned over. You've got Solomon De Crace, you know, Johnny Fisher, and all them who are in intention, and Adelaide and George Fox, and there's so many names in contention for a British title who are good names and good prospects. So I'm enjoying it. It's a good time to be in the heavyweight scene, and you know, it's only a matter of time before all them titles start to get distinguished out and around, and it'll be, you know, hopefully it'll be my time in 12 months to be fighting for a title.
Yeah, it certainly is a good time to be a heavyweight. Is that kind of crazy going to the Sky Sports boxing website or the Boxer website and then seeing your face on there?
As I was saying to you, it's just surreal. Like, I'm getting screenshots. I mean, even Sky Sports on the night of the fight, people were tagging us, and the actual Sky Sports boxing. If you taped the boxing show, it was my face on it, and Sky Sports, and I'm getting tagged in things on Twitter, and I'm getting sent screenshots of the Sky Sports app when people are opening it. And as I say, I'm a really, really big believer. Anybody can do something with the right people around them and the right mindset. And I'm a perfect example of anybody can live a dream and anybody can achieve something. And if you've got negative people around you, you're going to become negative. And if you've got people telling you can't do something, that's going to be an automatic thought in your head. But I use a perfect example of put a piece of fruit in a fruit bowl with one piece of moldy fruit, and all that fruit will go moldy. And that's similar to us. If you've got one negative person around you, it's a chain reaction of negativity. Whereas if you've got a good team around you, a good positive attitude around you, then you can achieve something. So seeing myself on the Sky Sports app and seeing myself, it's just like I say, I'm sitting in a council house, and it's all just happened so quick. And walking, I was in Nando's on Monday, and people were stopping us for photos. And listen, I would never, ever, ever, I'm just overwhelmed off it all, and it's phenomenal. It's unbelievable, and this is just the start. And I can't thank everyone enough for supporting and following, and the people like you and who are getting us on the channel and pushing me forward and showing publicizing myself. It's really good. Without channels like this and other channels, in Sky Sports giving us the opportunity, I would just, God be doing. I've got no GCSE, so I'd probably just be sitting. I don't know what I'd be doing without the support and the following and Sky Sports. So I'm just blessed and graceful of everything.
Yeah, you certainly deserve it. And obviously, you walked out with the Disney music. I think a lot of people expected you to walk out kind of Ivan Drago themed. Do you think one day you'll have the Dragon theme or kind of the rocky Russian music, or do you think you're going to stick to the Disney?
I'm not one for cliche like everyone was asking us to come out, because I'm from a town called Bladen, and we've got a really iconic tune called Bladen Races, which is played at St James's Park every weekend. And I actually physically live in the town, Bladen. And I think a lot of people thought that I would come out with Bladen Races, but I'm not one for cliche. The whole Disney thing isn't a gimmick. They just look at my bedroom, it's full of unicorns, and I'm covered.
This is your bedroom. This is your bedroom.
Nah, it's not. It's
okay.
It's the kid's bedroom. It's a kid's bedroom. But I designed it. So, but all jokes aside, I'm covered in Disney. I genuinely love. I'll come home from training, I'll just have Disney Plus on. I actually really, really love Disney. So the whole Disney thing, and as I said in the interview on Sky Sports, the lyrics, I'm going to be a mighty king, so enemies beware. They mean something. I'm wanting to build my way up to the top, and that's what Simba wanted to do. He just wanted to become king of his pride, and I'm similar to that respect. All I want to do is work my way to the top and show people showcase what I'm about. And as I say, it's the whole Disney thing. I enjoyed it, but listen, never say never. The whole Ivan Drago thing, or the Beatles back to the USSR. It's never say never. Let's see.
Yeah, you need that Disney Plus sponsorship. That should be next then, basically.
Yeah. That's what I was hoping that Bet365 paid to give us for me knockout of the night, but I've not heard anything of them yet. I'm waiting for a racehorse or something, or something off them.
And has the actor of Drago, Dolph, has he said anything, or has anyone mentioned anything at all? Rocky Balboa?
No, I think Ivan Drago is a bit scared because he knows he's got a lot of CSA to pay and a lot of birthdays and Christmases to make up for. So I think every time I have gone to see him, he's made security kick us out of Comic-Con because I think he knows what's coming. I think he's as soon as it's a shame Jeremy Kyle doesn't get involved and get me and him on his show and sort out the bloods test, because I look nothing like my dad. So I think there's some questions to be answered for.
Yeah, you can certainly do a kind of cliche Jeremy Kyle show. That'd be quite entertaining. Just one more thing. You got anything to shout out? Anything coming up at all before we end it?
A massive thank you to listen. I can sit here and say thank you to my team and thank you to my sponsors, but listen, they know what they do mean to me. But it's, you know, without, as I was saying earlier, without the people like you and without the following that I'm getting on social media and without the kind you know, requests I get daily and without the messages I get daily wishing us the best of luck, and that means so much. And as I was saying, I'm overwhelmed with all the support. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's part of the journey, who's just joining the journey, who's getting part of the team, and you know, becoming part of this ride, because it's an unbelievable ride, and it's only just the start of the journey. So just a big thank you to the likes of yourself and everybody who's supporting and becoming part of the journey.
Yeah, it's always great talking to you, Stephen. Yeah, thanks for coming on. And after your fight, then, how many unopened messages, or how many messages do you have after the fight?
It took us a week. It took us a week, and I still haven't gotten through them all. It took us a week to get in. And for me, I make sure I got through everybody and thank them, and it took us, like I say, a week to get through the messages, and I've still must have about 300 in the plus department, so they will be getting through. I will get through everybody's, but as I say, it's overwhelming. Hopefully in the next few months, it's only going to get bigger and better. And as I say, this is just the start of something.
Yeah, certainly is. I'll put your Instagram in the description. But until next time then, Stephen, I'm sure we catch up in a couple of months then.
Definitely, Fred. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it, mate.